Welcome to Drum Talk, and today we're going to talk about drumsticks. Few months back, I've been holding this question for quite some time on my Ask Earl Anything show. I had somebody asking me about drumsticks and picking drumsticks and the effect of the shoulder of the stick and the tip of the stick on the sound of cymbals and other things. So today I'm going to bring out some normal drumsticks I have in my bag. I collect all kinds of stuff. Some of this stuff is really old. I have some friends of mine who have given me drumsticks from different eras of their playing career, and as they were getting older and they decided they didn't want to play anymore, they had like a pile of them and they handed them to me and I took them home. So I have some of those today. So let's talk about drumsticks. Now my stick of choice is a Vader Los Angeles 5A, but I will also use a ProMark 5A, Vic Firth 5A. Now the regular 5A is 16-inch in length, and most of my drumsticks are 16-inch in length. I don't really like drumsticks that are longer than 16 inches, as a rule. 16 and a quarter is about as far as I normally go. This is what feels comfortable in my hand. Now, the 5A that I'm using today has got an acorn tip, and it has an interesting sound on different cymbals. Now, I put up a couple cymbals today. One is my Carope, which is extremely dark, extremely thin, and if you don't have the right stick, you're not going to get the definition you want out of this cymbal. This is why I pulled it out. And my other one is my Paiste Big Beat 2002 Big Beat cymbal, 22-inch, okay? And I want you to hear the difference of the bead makes on each cymbal is where I'm going to go with this today. So this is more of a brighter cymbal. And this is more of a darker cymbal. Now, both have definition with a good wood tip stick. Let me say this about drumsticks. I'm not a big fan of nylon tip sticks. I have a few pairs of nylon tip sticks, and I am going to show you one of the pairs or two of the pairs that I have in my pile. But let's get to it. So that's that's your reference point, is the 5A. Okay? Let's look at some other drumsticks. Now, a lot of jazz guys really wanted a light touch. And my friend Alan Levine, who gave me a lot of these drumsticks, he gave me a couple pairs that were really interesting. Now this first stick I'm going to show you is a ProMark Jazz in the Oak series. This is probably circa 80s, 70s or 80s. The tip on this is acornish, but it's almost flat. It's really got a pointed tip. And has a really light sound. Really interesting sound. And it's a little bit smaller than my 5A. No, it's about the same size as my 5A. It's a little thinner though. 5A, Jazz. Has a little slightly different sound. Now I have another one of these sticks. This is a Peter Erskine stick. This is a actually this one is not the Peter Erskine stick. This is more of a Rogers 2, I think they used to call them a 2C. It's got a real small bead. But the Peter Erskine stick, which I have too, let me find the Peter Erskine, is a fatter version of the same tip. Notice these tips are very ballish and very small. This is the other one. And the difference, it's a little bit heavier. The 5A is heavier. These are lighter sticks. So the ball kind of interesting. Really small beaded stick. Now another beaded stick that I like to play is the Vader Fusion or the Vader Recording. Now the Vader Recording, I bought about 5 or 6 pairs of these, and they're one of those sticks is about 16¼ inches, but it's got that same ball that the Vader Fusions have. Again, small oval ball. It's not like a small ball. It's like almost a little oval in shape. Okay. Most of the sticks I pick, when I pick a stick out, I want a heavier around the shoulder of the stick. That's one of the things I look for. Now, here's another one of these jazz sticks. I don't know if this is oak or not. It may be oak, but it's not Promark. Again, it's got that flat acorn. It's a very light stick too. This is a very light one. And I will tell you that the tip is starting to crack. And you can almost hear it too. The funny thing is when it does start to crack a little bit, you can kind of hear it in the stick. That's the Promark Jazz. Now this is a real heavy stick. This is probably I think this is a 2, let's see if it says anything on it. I think this might be a 2A stick. It's pretty, no, it's a 2B. Sorry about that, 2B. Very heavy stick. Heavy stick, much heavier than what I'm used to using, by the way. And it definitely affects the sound of the cymbal. Here's another stick that I have a pair of. This is a pair of Simon Phillips 707s. They're the Millennium 2s, and I believe it's hickory, so he plays a round ball. No subtlety in this ball, though. This is probably one of the heavier sticks I have in my bag. This is a Vic Firth General. Vic Firth Generals are actually designed for playing orchestral. Not your normal drum set playing. But it is a heavy stick, but it's an orchestral stick. Now this is another stick I play probably occasionally. This is a Steve Gadd model stick. This is the black Vic Firth version. Again, the small ball-like tip gives the cymbals a different kind of vibe and sound. And then this is back to a Los Angeles 5A. I've got 2 nylon tip sticks here. The first one is a 5A nylon tip. It's not even a normal brand. It's something called Heritage. I think I picked this up from Alan. Crump sounds a little different with a nylon. I think if you want to pull the darkness, a little bit of the darkness out of the cymbal, you want to get a little brighter sound. You want on a carope, you're definitely going to want to use a nylon tip. And one more is a pair of Omar Hakim Vic Firths with the round ball. I don't know if they still make these or not, if that's what he's playing today, but this was probably 1990s. I've had this pair for a long time. Anyhow, cool sticks. Anyhow, that's a little bit of a sampling of some of the sticks I have in my bag, and they all have different purposes. I do have a pair of maples in there somewhere, I just didn't find them. But I will say this, the tip of the stick and the weight of the stick will affect the way your cymbals sound. And if you're looking for a certain sound, it's always good to bring your normal sticks with you when you go try out cymbals, so that you know what they sound like. But darker cymbals and thinner cymbals like the Crope are really going to have a different sound depending on the bead playing it. Anyhow, I don't know if this was informative or not. If it is, or it's not, leave a question, leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and hope you learned a little bit of something about some of these drumsticks and the effects of the sound on the cymbals. Have a great day.